Hey everyone, welcome to the Loved It Launch app review series. Today, doing something a little bit different here on episode number 18, and going to, actually, Apple does not have an app of the day today. They have a game of the day, and I'm not really much of a gamer, so I'm going to go ahead and go into one of their other categories, which is apps for mental health, and take a look at Pacifica, which is an app for creating a healthy mind. So let's take a look at what this is like. I just opened the app and I have an onboard kind of walkthrough guide of what the features and functionality are here, guided learning paths, meditation libraries. So one thing to notice here is that really what they're promoting here is the features of the app rather than the benefits of the app. You can see like guided learning paths, like that's kind of seems like a feature to me. So follow our series of audio lessons and activities created by psychologists to help you manage stress, anxiety, and depression. So there they get a little bit of that benefit in, but it kind of feels still a little feature heavy. Meditation library, explore relaxation activities, including deep breathing, and library of mindful meditations. So once again, that's pretty much a feature. It doesn't really describe any benefits to me, but I see a big green get started button, so we'll go ahead and do that. And notice back on this this main page, it says if I already have an account I can sign in, but it doesn't say create an account. Right now it just says get started, so that's great. Choose your theme. I'm gonna go, it's been a little chilly here, I'm gonna go tropical. Going to the weather. Okay, and now they've asked me to create an account. So they've gotten me to get a little bit of buy-in here by taking one previous step, but my issue with it is that that step is not enough for me to really feel like I know the app and actually bought in. So if it was me not reviewing this app and just kind of opening it and creating the app for myself, would I actually create an account at this point? Probably not. I probably would not. But for the sake of it, I am going to just go ahead and create an account here. So see the creating a new account screen, luckily, because it took a little bit of time, so I wanted to make sure that it was still going. And we can see it kind of looked like it was a little bit of a loading screen there. So that was interesting. It kind of just disappeared. So now it said, what are your goals? Let's say decrease anxiety, live healthier, and practice meditation. Sure. And once I've hit those three, it says select up to 3, so the rest of them become grayed out. I like that. My issue is I'm already thinking right now that this is exactly what it should have had me do before it had me create an account. This seems like the perfect opportunity to get that buy-in from me and show that value of these are the things that I'm going to get to improve if I go ahead and use the app. So when's a good time to focus? I know what they're going to do here is they're going to ask me for a notification. So let's just say, and I can't skip it, so let's just say randomly in the evening, continue, and there you go. Now, at least they primed me for it. At least now I know why they're going to ask me for a notification. And I can buy into it a little bit more. And notice, actually, it didn't advance me forward right away, so and it didn't quite catch that. There was that loading screen going through. Are you working with a mental health professional? Let's just go with prefer not to say. Interesting. I can see this little link down here. I'm curious to see what that would do, but for the sake of this, I'm going to not hit that. And I do like these little button outline element here. So I can see finish. It said step 3 of 3, so it let me know where I was at through the whole process. Daily check-in each day. They will basically send me a notification. Got it. And I've got this kind of full screen background autoplay video, with some audio in there as well. Evening, Rob. How are you feeling? I go in. I click here. It says first choose your current mood, and then select any feeling. So current mood. I don't know if that was super obvious in the beginning, but nonetheless, I kind of just explored, and I don't really love this like circular how you're feeling. it's not intuitive that the top left would be awful. It's not a representation of anything in the real world. Maybe using something like emojis or a scale would be better, but let's just go ahead and do add feelings. What's going on? It's like a journal, trying this out. Interesting. So I'm sure you can see I had tapped on. Interesting. Okay, so not a fan of this interface really right now, because I clicked on what's going on, and then the first time I did it, I didn't think I was able to type. So trying this out, the add feelings up the top here just seemed like a header to me. I actually didn't realize that it was clickable until I clicked it on accident. So let's just go ahead and say, so I just clicked angry and nothing showed up, and just clicked depressed and nothing showed up, and worried, nothing showed up. And exactly, so now it's saying there was an error saving the feeling, please try again later. And now after it says that, now it's all showing up. Not sure why, but that's not a good look for the app right now. So I'll say done. Suggested activities, not sure what to do now. Okay, so choose your activity. I can see here, let's go into health. This tool tracks your health. Okay, so I'm in here, I'm basically tracking. Is this saying, so it is saying today, so this is my goal. It wants me to guess that, sure, I've had about 8 hours. Exercise, not much. I did get out for a walk earlier, but you can see that heart at the top stopped to fill up. And hobbies, I did do a little bit of my hobbies. So it's going to give me that full heart, and looks like at the bottom I can click add health habit, and let's just say hygiene. No entry, no yes. Sure, okay. Create your own, and I could see in that on the right side it had the lock, which I expected would be some sort of upgrade or some sort of additional functionality that wasn't quite available to me yet. So create a habit. Okay, so it shows me, it previews what that feature would be like, and until I click on this, it showed me the upgrade screen, which I had clicked out of right away. So when I click done, now it shows me the full upgrade page. I like that. I like that it kind of, oops, shit, no, okay. I'm not used to that new feature with Apple Pay, that it's just so easy to go ahead and make these purchases, so I'm glad that I didn't. Anyway, so that's how you would see one of their paid features. So 1 day streak, cool, gives me some encouragement to keep going. So now I'm back on this home screen. Top left is my history. You can see all my check-ins there. Okay, so guided paths, audio lessons created by psychologists. So let's go ahead and click into one, and first step here. Cool. So that's a nice feature. It confirms that I want to leave, and we will leave. Activities. So there's a lot of stuff in this app. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing right now, but there is a lot in this app, and it can be a little bit overwhelming. I see this therapy tab here. Share with your therapist through teletherapy. I don't have a therapist, especially in this app, and I can see down at the bottom, therapist connections. You have no therapists in. So looks like mental health professionals can sign up for this account, or you can find a therapist in your area who uses this, which is pretty interesting, actually. I think that's interesting. So lots of stuff in this app. Overall, the onboarding process was pretty straightforward, although I do wish that they had put that quiz towards the beginning of the app. rather than kind of just having me choose the theme before creating an account. That was pretty odd. It just kind of seemed useless, really, at that point. But, then it got me into the app. It showed me kind of what the first thing to do was, and prompted me from there. And then it's basically all self-exploration after that. Lots of features. I'm not going to review them all right now, but yeah. So a nice app, Pacifica. I think maybe for me just a little bit, maybe a little bit too much in there, but without fully using the app, it's tough to say. But anyway, nice work, and we'll see you again tomorrow for episode 19.